About the GOEHNER bike stand. It's a weird name, I know. And I thought about a lot of different bike stands. I thought about getting the Park Tool stand. And the Park Tool stand 10.3, I thought I saw a good deal on it on eBay for $180. And it was still a bit too much for me, because I'm not really an expensive bike type of guy. Or, I like tools that last. I like lifelong items. But my bikes don't cost like $1,000, $10,000, $2,000, $3,000, that type of stuff. You know, I just like I have a cheap folding bike that I converted using the switch kit, and you know maybe when I get to that level of getting those types of bikes, if I really even want to, then I'll get a really nice stand. But I looked around and I had an opportunity to get a feedback stand that didn't work out on Facebook Marketplace, and so I thought about maybe looking at other stands, and I saw this great deal on this stand for $88 on eBay, and usually it goes for more than that. It's rated for 100 pounds, which is the thing that attracted me to it. Now the issue is it really going to hold 100 pounds? A lot of Amazon reviews say otherwise. They don't have really that great reviews. And I think it's because people expect it to hold 100 pounds, and it doesn't. And I actually found this same stand on AliExpress, honestly, and it was less expensive than what I paid for it. Actually, it was actually more expensive than what I paid for it. It was, I think it was like 120, and they rated it for 100 pounds as well. And even if it's not 100 pounds, I think a lot of these stands with these similar designs, with this teeth, the teeth that you can turn this handle right here, and you can 360 degrees rotation. A lot of these ones with similar designs like this, I think it's probably a little bit stronger than them, and there's a couple reasons why, and we'll get into that. But for now, let's take a look at it. I'm going to explain to you why I bought it. How does it compare to other cheap stands, which I think is probably a little bit better. Even if it doesn't take 100 pounds, it probably takes maybe 75 pounds. That's more than a 55, and I bought it for even less than what a lot of these 55 pounds, 60 pounds goes for. So let's look at it right now. I have this, ABS plastic latch. Now I will say the ABS plastic does seem very strong and sturdy on this one. It doesn't even feel like, it feels like very sturdy plastic, whether you're gonna like that or not, I don't know, but it goes down smoothly. It goes down pretty smooth, like very easily. Has pretty long, sturdy legs. And then to lock it in, you just boom, hold it down, and it's not moving. I mean, I could even tighten that more, but it's really not gonna slide down on you, especially if you tighten that down more. And I could probably put it up a little bit more like that. Yeah. So, and it comes with this steering handlebar holder, so it keeps your handlebars straight as you're working on it. It comes with this magnetic tool tray, which you have to pay a lot extra for the Park Tools, and if you look at the stand itself, I'll tell you why I think it's a little bit stronger than those other stands. And first reason is there's no folding mechanism here. So if you want to fold it up more compactly, and I think that the reason is because it makes it less stable. You know, for a stand that you want to at least be rated for 100 pounds, you don't want this to be movable, to have moving parts where it folds down. It's going to make it less compact for sure, but that's the trade-off you're going to get. You know, another thing is this is like all steel. A lot of ones are made with aluminum, which is fine, but it's not as good as steel in terms of strength. But some of them are made with alloy, which is like a metal composite of different metals. This one is steel, you know, and it's not heavy, but it's not light either. You know, it's not super light either. So I think that's another thing that, you know, you could say practically that it would hold more than these other stands on Amazon. And what I don't like about it is this head doesn't go down beyond this point, which it can be a deal breaker for some people. You know, it can be a deal breaker for some people because you want maybe your head to be right here, to be able to go down right here, just to hold your bike, you know, just to hold your bike straight, so you don't have to rely on your bike being diagonal because of the kickstand. And you know, it's something I don't like about it. It's probably the worst thing about it. I wish they would have been able to make this go all the way down. You know, make this a little bit shorter. But I guess you wouldn't be able to hold your bike as high. So but I don't know if there's really a point to holding your bike very, very high. Like this goes really high. Let's see how high this goes. I mean, I don't think there's a point to make your. It's like I wouldn't work on a bike that put it up that high. Maybe that's just me, especially at home, you know. But I guess it'll be good for some people. And as far as the jaws and everything else, you know, to me, I think they're acceptable. Everything is really acceptable, on par with everything else on these cheap stands on Amazon you get. There's nothing really, I would say, that is different or worse. I would say just a little bit more sturdy because of what it's made out of, and because it doesn't have the folding mechanism here to make it more compact. So, do I recommend it? It's hard to say because I can't really compare to the other brands and how they do it. But I'm saying for a cheap stand and you want it to be a little bit sturdy, a little bit more sturdy than other brands, especially because these ones have pretty long legs too, longer than I've seen with other brands. I think maybe this could be a good choice for you. If you want to hold out a little bit more, maybe you can find a good deal on eBay for the Park Tool stand. If you're willing to spend a little bit extra. But for me, this is fine. I like it. I would rate it maybe a 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10. And I think the Park Tool stand would be like a 10 out of 10. But it's $100 more. You have to make your decision whether you think that's worth it or not. And that was the deal I got. You know, honestly, it's more than that. It's like $150 more. You know, give or take. Okay. So I appreciate you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.